Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Donisha. So today I'm going to give you all a update on my daughter and autism. So first day of school was August the 15th for my daughter, and if you all seen my recent, not my very recent video, but the video before her birthday video, was a video before that one. It was her first day of school, and I was at work on Tuesday, I want to say, because she started school Wednesday. So matter of fact, I was at work on Monday, and I got a phone call from her teacher, and pretty much the phone call was saying that Maya was having a very rough time transitioning. So if you are new to my channel, my daughter's Amaya. She's 7 years old, and she does have autism. And autism is a range spectrum of a disorder that is kind of like, it's like a learning disability. And autism, there is no particular, like, no kid is the same, is what I'm trying to say. Like, some kids can't talk, some kids can't walk, some it's just a whole range of spectrums when it comes to this particular disability. So my daughter, she can talk, she can walk, which I have said this probably in plenty of my videos, but you know, you may be new to my channel, so you may not know what I'm talking about, so that's why I am explaining this. So for those of you that are new and or maybe you are a returning person and you might not have seen my videos with her, I just want to explain that to you all. So pretty much I got a phone call on Monday saying that she was having a hard time, and pretty much they wanted me to talk to her. So I had a conversation with Maya to see what was going on. They were saying that she was saying no, she wasn't listening, like she was walking around the classroom. And for those of you who don't know, transition is very hard for her. So, you know, even though this is her new school, this is a new school. I mean, the school is, I'm sorry, I take that back. The school is not new. She went to the school for TK, kindergarten, now she's first grade. So the school is not new, but it is a new environment, new surrounding. So anything that has anything to do with that, it's very hard for her to transition. So I had a talk with Maya on the phone that day, where Maya pretty much said she wanted to come home. And it was just kind of sad, you know, like, because it's just like, this is your child, and she doesn't understand some things. Like, you know, all she knows is me, her family. You know, even when it comes to some of her family, she's, you know, kind of, she likes to be by herself. She don't like to be around a whole lot of people. She don't like new surroundings. It's just, it's a lot. So yesterday, which was Thursday, I had a meeting at her school. I met with her teacher, I met with the principal, and I met with a behavior person. So we had a talk, and pretty much, you know, they asked me some questions. They asked me, what do I do at home to, you know, help her better transition and things like that. And I had to explain to them that at home there is no, like, I work late, and I don't get off work. Sometimes I don't get off work till 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm not getting home till 9:30, 10 o'clock. So as you all know, if you are a working parent, if you get off work late, and if you have children, and especially if they got school and stuff like that, like, pretty much you just come home, you feed them, change their clothes, and it's pretty much, it's bedtime. So the only time I really can spend a whole lot of time with them is like on the weekends and stuff. So, but during the week, you know, there is no really set thing that I do. Like, yes, they have a bedtime and stuff like that, but you all get what I'm trying to say. So they was pretty much trying to figure out, like, what it is that I do that's different. Like, what do I do when she says no? And I'm like, well, I don't really allow her to tell me no. Like, or unless it's something that's just like, you know, I will allow her to say no, but Maya's not allowed to tell me no. Like, yeah, she can express her feelings, but if I'm asking her to do something, I want her to do it. and she don't really tell me no. And again, verbally, she can't really express her feelings or how she feel. Like, she can express some of her feelings, but a lot of her feelings she cannot express. So pretty much we all came up, with kind of like an ideal and stuff what to do. Again, I don't know if I said this or if you watch my other videos. She do say he's therapist. She has an OT therapist. She has a teacher that worked with her strictly on just, a special education teacher. Like, she has a everyday teacher because I want her to be in the classroom setting. And we pretty much just sat down and we talked about what are some expectations and things. And one of the questions was, the teacher wanted me to know, like, do I want her to participate and be in groups and stuff like that? Like, do I only want her to participate for a certain amount of time before I feel like, because sometimes she gets overstimulated. So do I want her to participate for so long and then kind of separate her, or or just kind of like let her just participate and go from there? So I pretty much told them that I want her to participate in group, like whatever it is that's going on that particular day, because the teacher was explaining that first grade, it's a little bit more sit down, a little bit more, you're actually learning compared to kindergarten. You're playing and stuff like that. With first grade, it's a little bit more serious. So I pretty much told her, like, I want my daughter to, I want her to participate in groups. I want her to be able to be around people. I want her to be able to understand things. Like, I don't want, like, yeah, if she's like obviously getting overstimulated, then yes, let her sit by herself for 5 minutes or whatever it is that she got to do in order for her to calm down and just be fine. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be one thing. And then it was also telling me when it's time to transition. So for example, say like it's coloring time. So when they coloring, that's one thing that Maya loves to do. And also Maya has like a form of OCD, which pretty much, I know what y'all know what OCD is, but pretty much like when she's doing something and if she likes that thing, she's on that thing. Like, it's hard to take that thing away from her. It's really, really hard. So they was like, Maya was coloring, she liked coloring, and it was time to put the colors down and go do another project. And Maya was pretty much like, no, so forth and so on. Like, she pretty much was like, this is what I want to do. So we talked about, they have these little clocks that's kind of like timers, and these timers kind of like, it's like a big old clock. And this clock kind of shows like it has 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So depending on however long the project is that they're working on. So like if it's 15 minutes, they're going to try to put a clock in front of her that has like a little red thing. And maybe they can help with her transitioning. I don't know if this is going to work yet. Hopefully I will know something today, because I do have the teacher. I can contact the teacher if I needed to. And I'm going to check on her today to make sure that, everything is working out. But, I don't know, guys. I just get really, really emotional when it comes to her and her autism. Like, what it is like, I know that she has autism. Like, I've been knowing this since pretty much since she was 5 years old, but I've been really noticing stuff. I noticed stuff when she was a baby. You know what I mean? She's now 7. So pretty much like, I know that she has this. Like, this is not going away. It's not going to change. It's not going to stop or none of that. Like, this is something that she would have to deal with for the rest of her life. Okay, boom, got it. You know what I'm saying? I have accepted that. But every time it's a new transition, every time it's a new thing, it makes me so emotional, because it just reminds me back to this. My daughter has a disability, and it's kind of hard to kind of accept that your child is not necessarily different, but she or he, depending on, because I know I'm not the only one that has a child that has autism. And I know for a fact that I know there's other kids that when it comes to autism, their situation is way different and probably way more severe than my daughter's condition. But it's hard, and it just makes me emotional because you know how you know that you know this thing, but to be reminded of it just kind of makes you just be like, you know, this is my reality. Like, you know, I see my daughter every day, and even though I see her every day, I don't think like autism like that. That's not what I think. Like, this is my child. I carried her for 9 months. I pushed her out. I didn't get an epidural. Like, I felt it all. Like, I was sick and everything else, like, you know, everything that you go through. So, you know, I don't, you know, treat her no different than my older son and my younger daughter. Like, I treat all my kids the same. Now I may have to talk differently to her or show her stuff differently, but I love all my kids equal, you know what I mean? But y'all, I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and make this video to just say that, you know, like, I think that I'm going to try to see if I can get it to a support group, or try to see if I can do things to help her with her condition. Like, you know, someone was telling me like, well, I should take her places more, and I should do this and I should do that. And I'm like, well, I do take her places and stuff, but they talking about like places as far as if when it involves other kids, and it's like structural and stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, I can try that, but she's just a type of person where if it's too many people, if it's too much, if it's a lot, like she shuts down. Like, she has a sister that she plays with and stuff all the time, but even then, like, she like playing by herself. Like, that's what she does. And I ain't gonna never forget that the teacher told me like how sometimes they be outside and they be watching Maya, and she plays with the children sometimes, but majority of the time Maya's off by herself in the playground area, laughing, playing, talking to her, like just having a good old time by herself. And I'm like, you know what I mean? But that's just how she is. Like, she don't need anyone to, you know, entertain her. Like, you know, I think maybe she got an imaginary friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know. Like, sometimes, like, the teacher was telling me, like, she wish she can get into her head. And I'm just like, I wish I can get into her head, too, and see what she's thinking, what's going on. And all you want to do is just help your child. And that's all I want to do. I want to help her. And I don't want her to fall back. I don't want her to fall behind. And I don't want, because she has this condition, to be held over her because she has a condition. Like, I don't want that at all. Like, I love my daughter. I love all 3 of my kids, and I want the best for all 3 of them. And I just wanted to make this video because, you know, this was just kind of on my heart, and I kind of wanted to do an updated video on how I feel about my daughter and autism. You know, it was 4 months ago when I made my very first video, and the first video kind of broke down a little bit more of what's going on with my daughter, but this is kind of like something that just happened recently, and it was on my heart, and I just wanted to talk about it. So if anyone comes across this video, and if you have a child that has autism or anything in that area, or even if your child don't have autism, they just have some kind of disability or something that's going on, you know, if you have some advice, can you please just leave a comment down in the comment and let me know, because I want to do everything possible to help my daughter, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I want to see her grow. I want to see her to be able to do things on her own, which she can't do things on her own, but I'm just saying, like, I just want her to be all that she can be, you know what I mean? I do not want autism to control her, you know what I mean? I want her to be able to control the autism, if you all know what I mean. Like, autism may be a part of her, but I don't want it to have her, you know what I mean? I don't want that to slow her down, to stop her, any of that, you know what I mean? So this video is like 14 minutes long. I was not trying to have the video this long. So again, if anybody comes across this video, and if you are in a current situation that I am in, and if you have any advice, can you please just leave a comment in the comment section. I will continue to do my research on my part and do things that I need to do. The teacher told me that I'm doing a great job, you know, because sometimes, like I said, I get discouraged and I feel like I can't help, but I am helping because I'm doing all that I can do by getting her help, and, you know, actually realizing and trying to do the best that I can do, you know what I mean? So if you like this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Again, leave a comment down in the comment if you have any advice. Like, you know, sometimes I just don't know and I get discouraged. Just because you're a mom don't mean you know everything. Like, yes, all I want is the best for my daughter. I want the best for all 3 of my kids. Just, you know, I can't express that enough. So like, comment, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel. If you like my content, hit the red subscribe button. That subscribe button is right next to it. It's a bell, and it's a post notification bell, and that bell will let you know every single time that I post. Until next time, this is Donisha's Life, and you all have a great and wonderful day.